All right, welcome to the Friday Night Strike. I'm your host, Night Strike, and yeah, we're starting a little later this evening. Yeah, my fault. Uh, instead of only doing the show for an hour and then doing dinner, I got dinner early. Well, earlier. Well, about the same time as normal, but either way, I got dinner first, and then I did Friday Night Strike. So it just happens. It happens. I can't do anything about it. So you know, better late than never. So what's going on with you guys out there? I know some of you are watching Budget, and Budget's great, or MK Outdoor Journal, or whatever it is now. Jay Brown is out there, so but we're here. If you want to jump in, talk, start a conversation, more welcome to. Of course, keep it PG-13. You know, Sam of Anarchy 92 is out there. Sam, if you want to jump in, you can jump in, Sam. You know, everyone's welcome as long as you keep it PG-13. That's all I ask. You know, but otherwise, we're just sitting here hanging out. Water cooler chat, and whatnot. So it might be past Tony's bedtime. I don't know. I don't know if Tony will get the night strike signal in the sky out there. I think he might have rain right now. He might have rain. I don't know. Oh, let me see. Let me check. Scott 79's out there. What's going on, Scott? You can jump in, Scott, if you want. If you can. If you can't, that's fine. That's cool. But, he might have rain. But wow, wow, Scott. That Scott, you can't just leave it like that, man. You can't just say that and leave it like that. You need to tell me why. Jump in here and tell me why. Come on, man. Don't leave us hanging on just that. That's just like teaser material right there. The link there is at the top of the chat. But yeah. Huh. Wow. Scott's pissed. Though I don't blame him. Everything is pissing me off these days. You know. Yeah, no, I heard about that too. I heard about that too. He's literally trying to, if you know people that didn't vote for Trump, well, you didn't vote for Trump, you voted for Biden. This is what you get. I'm, I know I voted right, but unfortunately, a whole bunch of other people decided they wanted Biden more, and unfortunately, this is what we get. You know, you want all the bands in the world. You want to literally hand everything over that you own because you can't own it anymore, and you lose all that money on that property. Well, this is how it happens. This is how it fucking happens. So instead of voting the wrong way, start voting the right way. And how much bigger question is how much further do we let Joe and all of his compatriots go? How much further do we let them go before we stand up and do something? Huh? I'm not saying rebelling. I mean, but I would say a couple million people at the Capitol saying no would probably be preferable to any sort of any sort of conflict. We don't need another conflict. What we need is a bunch of protesters saying stop fucking up and start doing your damn job. Oh yeah, yep. They're pushing the envelope further. So, it's just, yep. Stock up now while you can get it. You don't like the prices? Well, they aren't coming back because, you know, yeah, they just won't be coming back, period. Another 3 years, apparently. Another 3 years. If he gets past this whole Afghanistan issue, which it's not looking good for him on that point. But if we get rid of him, we got, you know, we got Miss Socialist, Miss Poster Girl Socialist. So, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna impeach him. I'd like them to, but again, you see what happens. So, from that off. Oh boy. So, anyways, but yep, things are about to get a lot worse. And it's just when half of the Supreme Court judges don't actually judge and follow the letter of the law, as seen with Coney Barrett and Kavanaugh, Gorsuch is 50-50, but if they're not going to make, decisions based upon the actual definition of the law, well, one, what's the point in having the law in the first place? And two, we can't depend on the courts. And yeah, the whole Afghanistan situation is not making Biden's case look good. That's for damn sure. So, if anybody wants to come in and go on a rant, please be my guest. I don't want to rant all evening. I can, but I'd rather sit back and let somebody else rant because you know it's not Wednesday night and I missed Rants and Race this week. But that does not mean I want to rant tonight. I don't. Honestly, I want to get this out of the way and talk about something else, quite honestly. I want to fiddle with my 1911. I didn't say clean it, I said fiddle with it. Difference. So, hmm. Yep, yep, that's how it's going. So, what time does Gizzard Gary start? Does he sign at 9 Eastern, or is it 9 Central? I forget. So I'm gonna put a poll out there. Yeah, it's very quiet in here, unfortunately. There is the poll. Yes or no? How's it going, M. Gabriel? I haven't seen you in a little while. Probably saw you yesterday, day before. Anyways, how's it going? Because I know the answer for me on that one is yes, I use it 100%. I also use aluminum case. I've used zinc. Uh, use brass. You know, I literally get because of my situation. I usually use whatever I can get my hands on personally. So it just all depends. George, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
How you doing, George?
Doing all right.
You hear the whisper sweet Mexican nothings in my ear?
I was watching for you if you were going to do a show or not, man, because like I missed yesterday, and then I kept checking, and I was like, well, he may start a little late.
I had to go run some errands earlier, and then family said we want to go with you, so we went, and we were thinking about getting some food out, and instead of eating out, we decided to wait and get Chinese food and bring it home.
Oh,
And and the Chinese food took a little longer than I thought it was going to get in the mouth and into the stomach. So I tried to chew as fast as I could, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, I kept checking and stuff, and then I don't know, I was listening to what's his name? Formerly known as Budget Guns and Gear. What they call it, MK Journal. A little bit. I was hearing Roll Call talk a little bit. They were talking about Wittenhouse and stuff. And then I changed it to something else. And then, I was just like, I was doing some laundry. And I came back and said, oh, cool, he's here. He's on. Night Strike's on. Okay.
Yep. Jim Gabriel says I came in and no one was saying anything. Man, that's awful. So, Warsaw's in here.
Warsaw's in the house.
What's up, Warsaw? You there, buddy?
Do me a favor and stop calling me the Warsaw Pact first. Please.
I just said Warsaw. I didn't say the last part.
No, but you've been texting me and telling me.
Well, you've been calling me China Strike. Don't give me that. Don't come in here and give me an
just for the grace.
When you call me China Strike, I told you I would call you that. Know,
but just for the grace of insanity for tonight, dude, just give me some peace. I've already been dealing with a Russian ammo ban.
I called you Warsaw. It's part of your name. Defense.
You know where it comes from, right?
Yeah, I know where it comes from. Warsaw Patriot.
No, the Polish Resistance.
Yeah, I know. But I just said Warsaw. I didn't say anything else other than that. Just that first part. So don't come in here and give me an attitude when the last couple nights you've been calling me China Strike.
Respectfully, I'm asking. I'm not demanding.
Okay. Got my eye on you, boy.
Oh, Biden doesn't have your eye on you?
I don't even think Biden cares.
Dude, this Russian import ban, dude, this new ban that they're proposing, dude, Rob Ski is actually pissed as hell for the Russian ammo.
Yeah, considering he worked for the Russians.
No, Vrobsky is Polish, dude. He's not Russian, but the ammunition he's got to use in his review videos and all that, he's going to be affected by this just as we are.
He's using spam cans left. I know he uses spam cans left and right for a lot of his videos because, he does the torture tests. And, if you're going to torture test an AK, you got to torture test it with the proper ammo, which is Russian ammo, right? Or at least steel-cased ammo in this point.
I'm asking out of Ukraine, Bulgaria, please, any of the European nations, send us some good ammo, please. Czech Republic, too. Anybody, Serbia, Moldova, anywhere, please.
Well, doesn't Tula have a factory in Bosnia?
Maybe.
I mean, couldn't they just, if it's being banned and directly from Russia, couldn't they just start up another factory in another European nation and just basically send all the ammo unpackaged from one country to another and then just repackage it in that country and send it over? That would fulfill the ban, fulfill the requirements, right? Just don't case stamp it saying made in Russia, case stamp it saying made in, wherever and be done with it, right? Or just send all the materials over and have them make it in another country,
I was just trying to remove his comment. Accidentally pressed it for timeout. God damn it.
Whose comment?
M. Gabriel.
Oh, good. Whoa. You be nice to M. Gabriel.
That's not the first time somebody's called me that.
Oh,
just put him, leave the timeout. Just leave him in timeout.
No. Don't.
Yeah, and also I've been called white power. I've also been called Nazi. I've been called communist. I don't need any more of this garbage right now.
All right. Simmer down there, little buddy.
Little.
I'm
Little.
I made a Gilligan's Island reference. Get over it.
I was more like hearing like it was from Star Trek, First Contact. It's like tough little ship, little. Worf goes little.
Yeah. Anyway,
boy.
back to the conversation for the ammo. Like, literally, what are we gonna do?
I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know.
Like, how think of all the ARs that you steal case 7.62x39.
Yeah,
that's
Maybe
also affected by them.
Maybe we can contact the Mexican cartels to help us out.
Fuck
hey,
no, dude.
Smuggle the ammo here with us.
Fuck no. Fuck no, dude. Would you rather work with those guys than the Taliban? They're exactly the same.
Hell no. The heck F Taliban. I don't care. I can't stand those guys.
Or even Al Qaeda.
Okay, Jamie Brown's up there asking, saying, "What do you know about BUL Armory 1911s?" Not a lot. Have you heard about them?
Not me.
Here's an idea.
Look it up. Yeah.
STRYKE, do we have any good relations with Israel?
Personally, no, but I'm pretty sure the United States is pretty kosher with Israel.
Could we get any ammunition that's 7.62x39 from them? I know they got their Galils.
Probably, because believe it or not, the Galil is in 7.62x39. It's in 308 or 7.62x51, and it's also in 5.56.
What other NATO nations have 7.62x39? I know Poland, Czech Republic. What else? Serbia, Romania. I know that, but what else? I'm thinking any nation that could probably help with us.
Bulgaria,
Ukraine. I know is also on the listing.
I know Bulgaria's got like tons of it. It's it's what they use.
What about Georgia?
Georgia's not a European.
Mm-hmm.
They're not NATO ally yet.
They're not NATO. I don't think Georgia's part of the NATO. No.
I know Estonia has probably good shipments. Lithuania.
You'd want to get ammo from an Eastern European country that was part of the Com block, because they still have the facilities to make the ammo and whatnot, and some of them may still use the round as well.
How about Finland? They got AKs.
Finland would. Didn't they switch to 5.56 though?
They had that. What was it called? The
Valmet.
Yeah, Valmet. I know they had a crap ton of 7.62x39.
Defense Dad says, "I've been called Tim, which is weird because my name isn't Tim." No, it's not. NY Outcast is out there. Gun Loving Grandpa's out there. Mr. FNH is teasing Warsaw.
I got him blocked, so I'm not going to care of shit.
All right, well, Mr. FNH, let's keep it PG-13. Let's keep it decent. All right.
Have you seen that movie War Dogs?
Yes.
Oh, dude, AEY. Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Yeah, what company? Well, I mean, not what company. What country was the one where they're getting all that AK ammo?
It was Chinese ammo. It was from Albania, and it was actually a Chinese
NY Outcast says, "I always avoid steel case, but it still sucks. The problem is, if you use an AK, you don't want to use brass because brass is too expensive. Plus, the AK itself is built for steel case ammo.
Oh, right? And yeah. By the way, also that the AEY company that was, what was it? What was it called? STRYKE. It's not a real legit company. That's a shell company, right?
Shelf company, probably.
Yeah. So that was a shell company. They're buying all that Chinese ammo from was it Albania or Bosnia?
I think it's Albania.
It was Albania. Yeah. And they had that ban that was a Chinese ammo ban. They cannot legally, by federal law, be actually selling that stuff to the United States. Or no, it was the Middle East.
Yeah, Daniel's out there saying a lot of Tula comes from Bulgaria, which I would see. I can see because Bulgaria still uses 7.62x39.
Now, here's a question: What Middle Eastern countries are an ally of ours? I know there's very few, but not a lot.
I think the only one really is Saudi Arabia at this point.
Wasn't Turkey like a biggest 5.56 producer?
Turkey was, yes. Turkey still uses it, yeah. But again, Turkey's got their own problems. I
mean, we could make dealings with Pakistan, but I don't even trust those guys.
I don't trust them after, we were like, where is, we after the whole Osama bin Laden thing. It's like, we have no idea where he is. We found him right here. Oh, yeah, you went in there illegally and took him out. Like, yeah.
Hey, New York Outcast, it's not going to be just the AK, dude. It's also going to be ARs. Everything's
all
going to
the
be
AR
affected.
ammo. Everything's going to be.
Everything's all being affected right now. Just look at
So
what
Sam of Anarchy 92 says at Night Strike, Afghanistan, it's FUBAR. The military, before leaving, the embassy should have used C4 to destroy weapons and ammo in the armory instead of leaving it for the effing terrorists. Yes. Mr. FNH says this is all by design. Ammo prices never really came back down, even now shelves were filling up across America. Now this will shoot prices right back up. AK ammo shot up by $437 online. Gone now. Yeah. So. Yep. Well, that's how it goes.
Well, it wasn't just War Dogs. What was that other movie I've seen? It wasn't Lord of War. I'm trying to think of another one.
Lord of War.
Shoot. There's another one that's kind of like Lord of War, but it's not. I'm trying to think of it. Crap. Lost up my head.
Maybe it was similar, like the guy was selling guns and stuff and arms or ammo and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I remember. Shoot, White Boy Rick. That was going on in Michigan, Detroit.
Yep.
The FBI got caught of it, and they were actually using him as an informant.
Oh.
Yeah, and the FBI actually, the kid actually was selling cocaine, and he's actually was locked up for about 30 years in jail or something like that.
Well,
the kid was about like at least close to 16 years old, and he was locked up for life for a good time.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay, so this ban is because of the poisoning of a Russian lawyer.
Yeah, that's bullshit, dude. No, it's all political, dude. That's all bullshit right there, dude. Even Rob Ski calls bullshit on it, and I agree with him on it.
Well, this goes back to my original question. How much longer are we going to let these assholes keep taking away our freedoms and our rights before we do something?
And all right.
It's like people say, "Oh, just wait, fight it out in the courts, fight it out in the courts." Well, let me ask you this: when has the courts actually helped us?
It was the start of corruption.
Even the courts are corrupted these days.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's corrupted. Yeah. Military, our schools, our freaking workplaces, even the freaking judges, and everything.
And I'm not saying that we should do any form of armed insurrection or anything, because that's not that's even more problems that we don't need.
Yeah, that would.
That's
more problems.
I mean, I'm not for it, but that's only when the time when things really are going to get bad. I hate to say it, but it might. I hate the idea of it, but it could happen.
It's gonna get worse. It's seriously gonna get worse. So.
I mean, I hate to say it, but we're kind of feeling like the same pain of what the Canadians are dealing with right now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'd say the Canadians have it better than we do.
I don't think so, dude. It's pure socialism up there.
I know, but it doesn't look that much different down here. That's the problem.
It'll be like California, live in a free state.
I live in a free state,
well, here's the thing: we gotta stop thinking free state, and we got blue state. Dude, it doesn't matter. We're in the United States. This should be like the best country we live in, dude.
It should be. It should be.
Yep. I mean, a lot of people from other countries are dying, kill themselves trying to come over here and live here. And live for a better life and stuff. Some take advantage of it. They go to school, they go to college, and they get good jobs and stuff like that. They exceed way more than what they would if they lived in their country they used to live in and stuff.
I mean, you have like Russians and like other Eastern Europeans have come here and they actually want to live in the pursuit of happiness, and all of a sudden they're seeing this stuff. They're seeing exactly the same as what they saw in their communist countries.
Bruce, you may want to stop shooting 5.45 and 7.62 by 39 and hold on to it.
No, any caliber, all calibers. Keep on your ammo.
I haven't fired any of that in a couple years.
You may want to hold on to that because that's
Oh, I know.
yeah.
You know what? And I think that's the problem now. We're seeing more of these YouTubers just shooting off ammo, and we're during this pandemic and all this other stuff. Like, dude, save your damn ammo. Stop doing reviews. Save up your ammo.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
Get a conversion kit and shoot 22. You know.
I still have. I'm still sitting on about 10K 545, probably 5K 762 39.
Oh my goodness.
Well, sorry, that's outside of mags. Inside of mags, I probably have another 2,000 or 3,000 of each.
No, nice strike. Remember, I was asking you, like, who is our best ally? And the only two I popped up is Poland and Israel.
Well, there's also England.
F England. They don't care about us, dude.
No, it's true.
The UK is literally destroyed other nations, dude. Why would you want to trust those guys? I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean, the UK government you cannot trust.
Can you trust any government nowadays?
Yeah.
Only the ones that are good. I'm talking like India, Poland, Israel, South Korea, Japan.
Really?
I would not trust the English. All right, out of all places, I would not trust England.
I wouldn't trust Japan. I wouldn't trust Korea.
Wouldn't trust Canada either, or Germany.
No. You're right.
France, they're probably not going to be supporting us.
There.
And of course, the Russians are off the list, dude. Off the list.
But China has on their mind.
How about Australia? Nice strike. You think you could trust those guys?
No. People from the Commonwealth, no.
No.
They're still
Not even conservative
They're
Australians?
still British Commonwealth.
Yep. They're still sucking off mama's teat.
How about Brazil? Some
No,
of the Brazilians you
no.
can trust.
Brazilians need no.
I like chili.
No, not Chile either.
How about Czech Republic? Czech Republic, they already got a Second Amendment in their country.
Yes, Czech
Yeah,
Republic, yes. But they don't export anything. They don't.
No.
They export stuff, but they don't have their military outside their country that much. So they'll be, in name only.
Yeah. So.
What's another one? Maybe you could probably ask Ukraine or Hungary.
But would they be more of a? I think they'd be more of a hindrance.
Ukraine is actually more of an ally of ours, believe it or not. Now they actually became a NATO ally.
Yeah, but could they support themselves?
What do you mean? You mean like what? As far as Russia's being at war with them still?
Well, yeah, militarily, can they support themselves? Do they have enough military-industrial complex to do it?
Yeah. I don't know.
It just seems we get hit with losing battle after losing battle after losing battle. When are we gonna?
Yeah, because our fucking government does not do what the people want it to do.
No,
our government is not. Our government and the people are two totally different things.
Yeah.
There used to be an equilibrium, and that equilibrium is already surpassed. The government's risen over the people.
That equilibrium is gone. But we got a super chat in from Daniel, $2. He's saying Taiwan. Taiwan is an ally, yes.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
So I said, what about Taiwan?
Though we could also probably get stuff from South Korea too, because they make a lot of, because they make a lot of the KCI Max.
I don't know about the Philippines. Those guys are anti-gun.
Yeah, I wouldn't. The Philippines, they're not actually anti-gun, but the problem is the Philippines in general. The leaders of the Philippines are like, trying to play towards China these days.
Well, and Taiwan gets all their military might from us.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be an ally. They'd be more of a a hindrance.
Their dependence, more or less.
Yep.
Japan, there's they wouldn't do it. So it's going to be hard. Now, if I was the Tula company, I'd probably set up shop somewhere in like, Romania or one of the other European nations, and just do all the ammo out of there for export.
If it's a private company, yeah.
Yeah.
If not, I mean, if it's something owned by the Russian government,
I don't think Tula's owned by the Russian government. Not anymore. Used to be an armory for the government.
See,
I don't think it is anymore.
I don't understand how the government can be like, hey, our government can say, hey, because your government did something, we are going to destroy. We're not going to be importing anything from your company.
He can't do that.
Well, he did.
I know.
I mean, he can per our laws.
No.
Is it right? No.
No.
Nope.
Pale horse, that depends. I'd say Poland. That's the only one we could have that'd be trusting us right at this point.
Yeah, Poland would be the only one right now, unfortunately.
Poland or Israel.
Well, though I'm pretty sure the Czechs still have the capabilities to do 7.62 by 39.
Yeah, but they're a small nation. That's the only problem. They're a lot smaller than Poland.
Just because they're small doesn't mean they can't make ammunition.
I know.
Yeah, but not for export. I mean, they have a few. So that's where Stellar and Bellow comes from.
And yet, yes, America, we know Japan is anti-gun, but the problem is, even in Japan, corporations skirt around the law all the time and are able to get out of things they shouldn't do in Japan because of corruption.
And the Taiwanese government does have a lot of ammunition exports to us as well.
Again, we've also gotten lots of weapons and stuff. We've gotten lots of stuff from Taiwan before. And if you're asking, well, what kind of stuff have we gotten from Taiwan? You remember those Wolf uppers for AR-15s? Those were made in Taiwan.
Those are made from Taiwan?
That was from Taiwan because those are the uppers the Taiwanese army uses on their guns.
Now, here's a question. What about South Africa? I think they would support us?
Not right now. Not because they're in the middle of their own problems.
Because I know some of the countries in Africa are partially communist.
Oh, that's probably about a civil war happening right there too.
If you want to ask somebody on South Africa, I think the best person to ask right here would be Richard. Because he's closer to the South Africa than I am.
You think you get him up here?
Hey, Richard, how's it going?
I'm all right, thank you. I just woke up, so I thought, shit, Night Strike's going to go live tonight, so I'll put the computer on. I went to sleep. I caught up a bit.
Hey, Richard, we got a question, man.
Richard, you're you live in England, and South Africa is technically still part of the Commonwealth, right?
Well, yeah, sort of. I think they are, yeah, because when we have the Commonwealth Games and that, they take part. So
yeah,
they're not part of. The Commonwealth is just the collection of old
old countries that used to be under the Queen.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's all they are. They're basically the British Empire's old boys club.
Yeah, it's the same like Australia. It has the Union Jack in the corner, the same as New Zealand, because it's still they're still part of the Commonwealth as well. Yeah. But South Africa is its own. It doesn't use the Union Jack at all anywhere. It's But
we've got your Union Jack in our museums. Does that count?
Yeah, well, we still use it on the Hawaii flag. Oh, it's Big Tony.
I thought it was past his bedtime.
We're in trouble now.
He should be in the shower by now.
No, that'll be about 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I thought you might be going live like at 2 a.m. my time, so I thought, I've got a few minutes, and I thought, shit, no, he's already live.
Yeah, I started late because I had dinner with the family, before starting it up tonight, so so we can discuss the important topics of the day and of the week, and apparently today has just been one of those shit weeks where you got You got all the bad things happening, all at once.
Yeah.
Is that Warsaw Patriot?
What now?
What? You're not a Patriot anymore? You took the P off?
That's the new.
It's WP, but apparently this freaking system is only showing a W.
That's the new Polish.
Why hasn't it got a question mark?
I don't know, dude.
They're questioning your patriotism.
That's the new Polish Taliban logo.
That's a classic. Okay,
See,
somebody
I
take
can't
a
even put my
screenshot.
logo on here, all right? So give me a break.
Somebody take a. I'm going to take a screenshot because that is a classic. How could that be any more perfect?
He jumped out. Oh,
he
no.
jumped out.
Tony, what have you done?
Oh, he knows I'm just kidding with him. I'm always kidding with him.
Well, he doesn't understand. He thinks you're picking on him.
No, it's for fun. Come on, you got to admit. Come on.
For funsies.
Warsaw Patriot, question mark.
I mean, that is kind of funny.
Questioning his patriotism because he's from Poland.
It's a chamber is questioning his patriotism.
Warsaw, don't be sensitive. Good Lord. I got people giving me crap all the time. I don't cry about it.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
He says Latvia is under Russian control. Latvia is authoritarian. In pockets with Putin. Apparently, Warsaw's angry at you, Tony.
Where is he?
Black Bear Ford says at Night Strike, hey, taking a break from studying. Okay, man. I hope your studying's going good.
I thought we were all just kind of poking. I thought we could all poke fun at each other.
I mean, thought so too. I mean,
when I came in, you were like, I thought it was past your bedtime. I thought that was funny.
Oh, yeah. I was poking at you. Yeah, you can poke.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if people poke fun at me. I think
M.
it's
Gabriel
fun.
says Warsaw put me in timeout. Yeah. I saw that. M. Gabriel. No more putting M. Gabriel in timeout. That's my thing.
I forgot. Warsaw's probably going to ban me now. He's an admin. Can admins ban admins?
No, they can't.
That's good.
You're fine. So
close one.
So yeah, we've got the whole COVID thing problem still. We've got we got the shit storm with Afghanistan. There's the rare breed trigger thing that's going on right now. And now even and add injury to insult. Now they're trying to there was a bill that was filed to give more power to the ATF to let them ban everything they want to. There's another bill to ban all semi-automatics.
Yeah.
They're basically the administration initiated a ban on all steel case ammo coming from Russia. So what the hell?
Well, the Russian ban doesn't surprise me because they've already banned like the imports and the rifles and that. So
yeah, they banned that a while ago, but now they're banning all the cheap ammo that we get in the country because so they're basically making it so that the people that use affordable ammo can't use affordable ammo now. So now they can't shoot at all.
Well, that's the first.
What's happening is the government knows that there's going to be an uprising here. They're trying to price us out of stockpiles.
Yeah.
Why are we asking about steel case ammo?
Defense Dad, don't give me that.
You know what? I feel like I'm in this is a deja vu moment right here, right now. You had that poll up before, didn't you? Just tell me yes.
Yes, I had to pull up before.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was reliving time. Jesus.
No, I had that poll
up.
I
could swear somebody said, you don't know what happened? Just like, who was it that just said that?
No, Defense Dad said I poked fun at Night Strike last night. The SOB called me fat. I mean, he's right, but damn, if I had feelings, I might have tried. Defense Dad, don't give me that. When I won the 1911, you said, "Oh man, he's gonna cut his hand on that." That was pretty damn mean. If I had feelings, I would have cried if I heard that.
Yeah, you don't have feelings, but how many of us went out and priced 5.56, 2.23, steel case 9, stuff like that? Whenever we heard about,
I'm afraid to now.
What did I miss? That's what you asked me. You said, "Did I not hear?" What did I miss? I've been working all day.
Basically, the Biden administration banned more shit from Russia again, and
by executive order.
by
including
executive order.
ammunition.
And they've basically nixed all Tula ammo or steel case ammo coming in the country.
You're kidding.
Ammunition.
No, I'm not kidding.
Nope. All ammunition coming from
So
China.
it doesn't matter what
Starting in
caliber.
You know what? He just needs to go ahead and be retired.
It doesn't matter what caliber they import it in, because I know you're not supposed to use steel case ammo in some guns, but I still use it anyways because it's cheap and I can afford it. Okay.
With all the trouble that he's got, why with the Taliban and all this kind of stuff in Afghanistan, why is he worried about steel case ammo?
Because he thinks that right now, whenever everything is focused on what shit's going on in Afghanistan, that he could do whatever the fuck he wants right now.
I guess so. Dang.
I mean,
I got plenty of ammo. Dang.
But it's also just to have another dig at Russia when it's like, oh, Russia, and China,
Yeah.
And they've just given Afghanistan to frickin' Russia and China because the Chinese are going to go in and mine the place. They've just given them enough metals to fight the USA for 1,000 years. All
right, we got a couple comments out there. Blackbird Ford says at Night Strike, I got final exams next week. My school project putting together a muzzleloader kit is going well. All right, Blackbeard Forge. Once you get a chance, take a couple pictures for us so we can see, how it turns out. Okay.
Yep. I mean, hell, before we,
I like muzzle loaders too, but I like semi-autos. I like bolt actions. Just go ahead.
Soon, that's all we're going to have is muzzle loaders.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I've never shot any of the Ruger 7.62. Is it any good? I've always just shot two.
I think Travis has the didn't Travis?
No. He's talking about the ammo.
I'm talking about the 7.62. I was thinking about who makes it now that we.
Because
I've always bought two.
Federal, Hornady, a couple other, but you're looking at over $1 around. It's the same as your 7.62 by 51.
It's Anarchy 92 says that Night Strike Cougars, they made that 1911, buddy. The Philippines made the 1911 that Ivor Johnson uses. Ivor Johnson 1911s are made in the Philippines by the same company that makes it for ATI, Shooter's Arm Manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Just FYI.
But that Russian AK ammo now, that steel case ammo, Russia probably send it to the Taliban now anyway. So,
well, no, they're going to get all their stuff supplied from China.
Yeah, well, but the Chinese will buy it from Russia and then send it.
No. China and Russia don't like each other.
Yeah, not too much. What's going on, Warsaw?
Nice strike. Speaking of this ammo thing, if you look in the documentary on Vice, Pakistan's actually been making their own ammo, believe it or not, after using their own cases.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if they got to do what they got to do,
Well, I mean, of course Pakistan does. They just reload their own shit.
Yeah, just reload it, right?
So why is Afghan no different?
Oh, it's not.
It's not.
Except you could hand load. You could reload 7.62 by 39 easier than you can 223 without presses.
Right.
All right, Warsaw. I'm sorry. I won't do that ever again.
Thanks.
You have to admit though, the question mark on the P was kind of funny.
He does
right now, I'm just frustrated right now because they're freaking egghead in the office. All right.
What happened?
He banned the Russian ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said. Never mind. I thought
he said the egghead in office.
I thought you were talking about at your office, like egghead at the office. I thought you were talking about somebody you were dealing with.
No, Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, good lord! Yeah,
Mr. Potato Head. Creepy Joe.
He's like pudding. Where's the pudding?
No, it's him and ice cream.
Hold on. You got another $2 super chat from Daniel saying about half the Tula is from Bulgaria. Calm down.
Well, that's good, but Tula and that steel case stuff makes up 40% of our ammo here in the U.S.
I think the Russian ammo we have gotten consistently lately was the bear ammunition. What's it called? Brown bear, silver bear, all that. I think that's actually from Russia directly.
Same with Golden Tiger.
with Golden Tiger too. Yeah.
What's the Barnell's ammo? Where's that made? Because
Russia.
Barnaul.
Yeah,
Barnaul's
Yeah,
Russia.
that's Russia.
at the moment, Barnell's USA are sponsoring Hank.
You know, wasn't Red Army Standard located in Ukraine at one point, a couple years back?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Ukraine's like, we need our ammo, so they stopped doing that. And then Red Army Standard went to Romania.
They're actually headquartered. Red Army Standard is actually headquartered out of Delray Beach, Florida.
Right, but I mean, where the ammo's coming from?
Yeah, their ammo comes from Ukraine.
Well, it used to. I thought it switched whenever Ukraine.
It's saying they get it from they get it from Ukraine. They get it from Romania, Russia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Poland. They get it from a bunch of people, not just one single area.
Well, I will say
It's
this.
sourced.
I will say this: we cannot trust the Latvians because they're in bed with the Russians right now.
No, you don't trust the Latvians. Period.
We can't trust anybody. Period.
No.
No matter what.
Only a few nations you can trust.
You can trust
None.
me.
None. We can't trust any nation. It's unfortunately, I think this world is going to become isolationist again pretty damn quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
There's gonna be fallout from this Afghanistan thing when it's all
Yeah.
It's not just.
I think we can trust Madagascar.
Because it's like already the German Prime Minister, President, whatever she's called, she's pissed off with Biden. And they've had a meeting with Russia today.
Anyone that's had troops over there, French, German, British troops. I mean, the citizens. They've had they had their secret forces go in there and start extracting any civilians that they had in there.
Yeah,
I mean they've done covert operations the past 2 or 3 days.
And this is the other one as well. I didn't realise this until today that Spain had people over there and they've been pulling people out as well.
Let me ask you something serious. This serious question, okay? Even if Biden was asleep when all this was going on, how could our own military not have people? Well, our intelligence people is the whole administration entire.
They told them. They told them.
Yeah, because it's not like Hitler when he was asleep and they don't wake him up because they're afraid of him.
Yeah,
because they're going to get executed. But it's like it's the same as Benghazi all over again. It's just a shit show of like mismanagement, And then when someone does stand up and say, "Right, we're going to go and do something," they get flipping pushed out. That's what happened.
I guess that this shit was going to happen.
I guess my question is, I guess I'm showing a little ignorance here, but what is there not? Is there not anybody that has the authority to say, "Okay, we need to go in and get Americans in the military" without having to ask for permission?
No, because the senior leader of our military is Biden.
I know, but it's delegated, right? I mean, there's no 3-star general somewhere that can just say, go in and get them, damn it, right now.
Today, he said that the buck stops with him.
We need some more Pattons in the military.
Yeah, but that's the problem, Tony. With Benghazi, an American general did say, "Right, I'm going to do something." Then he was pushed out, wasn't he?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
So that's what they would do exactly this.
They had like Delta Force or somebody ready, right? Or loaded up to go. Yeah.
They had people in air.
Yeah, in the air.
And he was put up, done.
I don't know. At some point, you just got to say, "Screw it, I'm going in." I mean, I don't get it. I mean,
well, the problem is the commander in chief. Which is what it's called, even though I don't believe Biden deserves that title.
Who's gonna court-martial a guy that went in and saved American citizens out of Afghanistan?
Well, you'd be surprised how twisted this administration.
Can you imagine how politically incorrect that would be? I mean, even Biden would be impeached if he court-martialed somebody that saved Americans.
No,
did you hear?
No one would know about it. No one would know about it. It would be.
Oh yeah, you would.
No.
If you're getting court-martialed, you can do a press release. You can't just be secretly court-martialed.
Yeah. You think our press gives two shits? No, come on.
Well, they're giving Biden a pretty decent hard time right now.
CNN's actually calling out Biden. They don't even like.
Yeah.
Well,
the problem is they're turning on Biden right now because it's gone so magnificently off the rails, and because people have seen the worst of the pullout. People are pissed off that it's being executed so poorly.
But it's like when
they want CNN wants what's the bitch's name Kamala in there. Yeah. That's what they want.
Can you imagine?
Pelosi is also in power.
Can you imagine being involved with counterintelligence right now, and you're going out and telling people, "Look, if you help us, we'll protect you, we'll get you out of this country." Whatever. Can you imagine? We have the amount of credibility that we've lost.
Well, yeah, you've got like 6,000 or 10,000 Green Berets and everything in Africa at the moment working. I mean, how can they speak to someone now face to face and say, "Oh, look, we're behind you," and they're just going to say, "Well, really, are you?"
No, you're not.
Yeah. You're behind us, like you were in Afghanistan, right?
At least in Africa, money means a little more, probably.
Because that lot in Nigeria, that Boko Haram or whatever, they've been doing ambushes this week and killing more people.
I think it's Boko Haram.
Yeah, whichever one it is.
Yeah. Besides us, but Canadians are also leaving Afghanistan as well.
Yeah. Everyone's
been left.
Everyone who was an ally of the United States or part of NATO is getting the hell out.
Yeah.
The Chinese and the Russians are only staying there right now in their embassies.
Well, that's only 2 embassies that are open as far as I know.
Because those are the only 2 countries that the Taliban even knows not to fuck with.
Yeah, but the Chinese have been doing a deal with the Taliban anyway. To go in
the Chinese have been doing a backdoor deal saying, "Hey, we'll fund you guys and your government if you want the rare earths." Yeah, they want the rare earths out of Afghanistan.
What is it, lithium or something like that?
Yeah,
lithium.
They got lots of lithium.
It's about 3 or 4 deposits they want of different rare earth metals.
Is that how they keep all the Chinese people under control and give them lithium?
No, it's for frickin' batteries.
For batteries.
Yeah.
Lithium-ion.
Wasn't there a psychotic drug that used to put lithium in?
There's a drug called lithium that does that. Yes, it's for antidepressant and sometimes it's used in rare cases to
That's what I was thinking.
Treat ADHD and ADD.
Well, they need a lot of that.
No, they don't. They don't have ADHD over there because they just kill everyone.
But, and now remember, now they're not going to take the gays to the tallest buildings anymore. That's way too expensive to just go up to the building and drop them off. No, now they're just going to they're just going to collapse a wall on people now.
No, what they're going to do is going to be like what they did with ISIS. ISIS was just literally put you in a trench and will mow you down.
If you're gay, we're just going to collapse a wall on you. That's how we'll take it. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
M. Gabriel's saying Latvia is in NATO.
Yeah, but it's got an authoritarian president.
Yeah, we've got troops there now on exercises. Both America,
Latvia is literally in beds with pockets with Putin.
But yeah, Estonia as well. That we got people there as well, like doing exercises.
No, Estonia you can trust, but not Latvia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says Latvia joined NATO March 2004.
Yeah, well, the current president. That's correct. Do you know about that plane that basically had to be forced to land over in Latvia?
Lithuania is also part of NATO.
Yeah, that was Belarus that forced that plane.
Belarus?
Belarus or is it Latvia?
That's Belarus.
No, Belarus. The one they got the journalists.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Not Latvia.
Belarus is not part of NATO.
Yeah, that's the one that's under Russian rule.
Yeah, that's the ones you can't trust.
Belarus is still technically part of the Warsaw Pact.
Yeah, the person that's running that country is basically worse than Putin.
Yeah. Whereas, remember, the Warsaw Pact was the opposite to NATO. It was it's basically Russian version of NATO.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So now I went and while we were talking, because I was like, no, I'm pretty sure Latvia was part of NATO. So
no,
I went and looked it up.
Belarus.
Yeah, Belarus is a shithole.
I think we were thinking about Belarus, or it might have even been not Georgia. What was the other one that's always causing Chechnya.
Yeah.
The Chechens.
The Chechens. The Chechens, you know, they're always trying to rebel against the Russians, but the Russians keep beating them down.
Yeah, that's it. Well, they're part Muslim as well, so they had like what you call the Chechen fighters.
Right.
When they had the big civil war a few years back.
What's that other one? Kazakhstan.
You've got
one of the stands.
Yeah,
next to the Russian border.
You got Uzbekistan. You got Tajikistan. One of the ones that begins with T.
All the stands. Man.
Yeah, one of the ones that begins with T that's on the border of Afghan.
Tajikistan.
I'm sure the Americans. I'm sure. No, not Pakistan. Up north, like Tajikistan or something. I'm sure America's got a base there.
What?
Yeah, because they said that they were going to stick with over the horizon.
Yeah, they've been some of the Afghan aircraft have been flying north and getting out of like the Afghan Air Force. Some of it escaped north to like Tajikistan or whatever it was.
Okay, of the stands, here's are all the stands that are closest to Russia. That would be Kazakhstan first.
Kazakhstan.
Next is Uzbekistan.
Can we mute our microphones if we're doing microwave work?
After that is Turkmenistan.
I'm making
there's Tajikistan.
I thought it was bomb making.
Kyrgyzstan, and I think is there one more stand? There's got to be another stand somewhere.
Yeah,
Afghanistan.
No. Oh no, it wasn't the stand I was thinking of. It was Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah. And then there's Armenia, and they're right next to Georgia. So.
And then you've got the Armenia, and they've just had a conflict with their neighbour as well. One of them's pro-Russia, and the other one isn't.
You know, and here's the thing: Estonia is also part of NATO. So.
Yeah.
Now here's a question. As far as Putin is concerned, I mean, what do you think is worse, Biden or Stalin?
Oh, that's hard. It's hard until Biden starts putting COVID patients in gulags.
Pretty much
you can't.
What like New Zealand and Australia are going to be doing soon?
Yeah,
Australia are already doing it, aren't they?
You can't really put Biden in that category until he starts throwing COVID patients or people who are refusing COVID shots into jails.
Well, you got Cuomo. That was the next one.
Well, Cuomo got in trouble because he got a little touchy-feely.
He's trying to get back in
keep his
power.
hands to himself, which he probably should have.
He's trying to get back in power.
That's why I don't touch anybody anymore unless they offer a handshake. That's
You know what's funny about that though? Because I'm probably the closest person to his generation. Back in the day, you know, women weren't that sensitive. You know, you could pat them on the butt or whatever. I'm just saying, okay. I'm not taking that for the guy.
Bullshit.
No, I know. Okay, I'm just that's a It is partially generational. Okay, that's all I'm saying. We used to flirt with girls back in the day. You could flirt with girls all day long, and they wouldn't care. They wouldn't cry about it. They didn't.
Well, but they were still offended, and it was still.
No, they weren't. How old are you?
I'm 40.
No.
I'm 58. Okay, because I'm just telling you,
Tony.
Back in the day, you could flirt with girls. You could.
All right, Tony.
What?
Here's the concept. Would you have a gay man pet you in the ass?
Oh, that's a little different because
No, it's not.
It's just a concept.
Yes, it
It's the
is.
same goddamn thing.
No, it's
I've
not.
had gay
If you think it's the
on
same
ass.
thing, then I feel sorry for you. Okay, if the same thing as a woman pinching you in the ass is a gay man, sure. No, it's not. You're not going to pull that one on me.
If a woman pinches me on the ass, I'm going to be offended, just like if a gay guy.
If a woman pinches you on the butt,
It's the
no,
same
I'm going to be.
goddamn concept.
I'm just going to giggle.
And Gabriel says Chechens don't like being part of Russia. No, they don't, but they don't have a choice.
I think that's getting way too sensitive. If a girl pinches me on the butt, I'm going to say like,
If I don't want it, absolutely.
Why wouldn't you want it? What is wrong with you?
Because
He's already in a relationship.
In a relationship. And
Come on now,
we're
we're all way too sensitive. That's what's wrong with this world right now.
No. Well, yeah, yes, we are too sensitive, but we also need to keep the fucking hands to our goddamn selves.
Well, that's your opinion.
Now, if you're married and you're a couple and they're fine with it, yeah, there's no problem. Now, if you're just people that are not married and they're just minding their own business, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
No, y'all are
It's
just
called consent.
You're part of the Me Too generation. That's
Oh,
all
hell
it is.
no. No.
Tony, the problem is if you did that kind of thing today, you get
It's common decency, dude.
You get trouble.
Oh, good lord.
Hey,
Lord.
until a gay man
People are
catches
too
you in the ass, he'll
sensitive.
think
That's the
twice for
problem.
thinking that.
No. Like, so I lived in Joplin, Missouri for 2 years. I have been hit on by gay guys in college. I mean,
I actually have a couple of gay friends, and they're cool, and I wouldn't I wouldn't say anything about it. But I'm just saying I wouldn't enjoy it like I would enjoy a girl
I've
pinching me.
got gay
I got what's
friends
going
too.
on.
I don't mind. They're cool. I like hanging out with them. And whatnot. Like
I got a couple of guys. I built a house for a couple of guys about 5 or 6 years ago. They were the nicest people on earth.
Night Strike, your boyfriend's gay, so we're good.
Yeah. Of course he is, Foose. You would know.
No, but the concept is nobody wants to be slapped on the ass without consent.
Exactly.
It's not
That's
about
not true.
slapping.
That's not true.
It's not about the pat and the bum. It's the pat and the grab with the little shake,
Yeah, especially in an office environment whenever it's your boss.
Right. Yeah, I'm like M. Gabriel's saying, "Stop touching me." Okay,
Well,
so what?
Don't they pat in the butt in football and
Everyone,
baseball?
right now, stop what you're doing and stop touching M. Gabriel. Because
Let me tell you this, okay? I worked before I started artist construction 20 years ago. I worked in architecture, and the architect was gay. He loved me. He took me to San Francisco 3 or 4 times to do projects there. I mean, we went all over the place, and he knew I was straight, and he was. I could tell, there was something, but I wasn't offended. I wasn't offended by that. Y'all are just too sensitive. Just tell me. And we had girls. We had girls in the office. We'd kid around with, do whatever, play around. It's not a big deal. Just people. Y'all have been
Okay.
Your minds have been warped by the current.
It's not a big deal if they don't care, but if they tell you to stop or if they are uneasy about it, it's a goddamn thing.
Of course, if they tell you, if you can tell the difference between women now and women back then is that they didn't really care as much as they do now. They've been conditioned to think this way. We all have. We all been conditioned to be very sensitive. I'm not taking it for Kumo. I'm just saying I can even see it in Biden when he's the way he plays around. But I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's a generational thing.
Biden is literally acting like a pedo around children, right?
I know that's weird. Okay, but y'all just don't understand because you weren't from the day when men and women were men and women and they didn't care. I'm just telling you that's a thing. You can talk to anybody from that was old as I am or older, and they will tell you the same thing.
We understand that, Tony, but unfortunately, times have changed.
Do you still do it?
That's what's sad. The times have changed. No.
Question.
No.
Do you still
the question is, do you still do it, Tony?
No.
Cuomo did.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You change with the times.
Because the times have changed, and it's sad. I'm just saying it's sad that they've changed.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
I think Cuomo was doing a lot worse than what Tony's talking about.
Right,
he used to do.
Right. Tony was. Yeah.
So what Tony was doing was not as bad as
I wasn't actually doing it. I'm just saying it used to be.
Yeah. Tony's like the cute bunny, whereas Cuomo was the big bad gorilla doing it.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Here's a contradiction.
Cuomo was like a blind man in an orgy. He had a feeling.
Here's a thought. Here's a thought.
Oh, what's this?
No, here's the thought. No, if women actually don't like that, now what about the other women that actually are doing things to men? Like lap dances and stuff.
Well, that's their business.
What's wrong with the lap dances? Now, see, now you're really getting into.
No. I'm talking about contradiction. Like, you do make your point about that, Tony.
What? What?
Yeah, if women don't like being touched, then why are they touching men? There's a truth on that. There's a little bit of truth out of that.
They shouldn't be touching men either.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a picture I got. Here's me. This is when I was good looking.
Back in the day.
Wait. You mean you're not good looking now?
You touching them, Tony, when you were younger.
See, that's me right there. See how good looking I was?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
Wait, the guy in the blue?
Yeah. Hey, that's my sister. Hush. That we would go play football on Sunday afternoons. This was my friend's 280Z, and it didn't have a back seat, so we would all have to pile in there, to but notice the camo pants, man. Camo pants.
Camo pants was still in until like.
But look at those eyebrows. You see, I'd give those eyebrows to girls, and they'd pinch me on the butt.
It's still in now. I will camo to work today.
I still got those pants somewhere. They got holes in them.
Camo, man. Awesome.
I bet they won't fit today, Tony.
They might.
The waist might fit over your knee.
You can wear them as a.
Now, see, I'm not sensitive. I'm not crying.
You can wear them as a turban.
A turban.
Turban.
You could be the Tennessee Taliban.
People are just too serious nowadays.
Oh man.
Ooh, Gizzard Gary's is on right now.
Gizzard Gary.
Oh Lord.
And Yankee.
And Yankee.
But who cares?
What, is he live on his show?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Fuck the Yankee Marshal.
His 3 show a day. Like once that shit started, I was like, no.
Yankees on what show?
His own.
Almost every night.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was on somebody else's show.
Yankee used to only do like 1 or 2 shows a week. Now it's like almost every day, man.
It's every day. He's quirking me every day. I'm like, Yankee, shut the hell up and go do something. If
get a job
outside and shoot. Go to the old people's home and just play cards with everybody.
Yeah, play bridge.
He's only trying to copy what some of the others bigger channels are doing.
No, he's just stirring up the pot. He's always caused trouble in the 2A community.
Yeah, but what I mean, that's what I mean. He's trying to copy like other channels that are successful that do every day. Like when Hank's doing it, he does his weekly show every night, Monday to Friday normally, and it might take 1 or 2 days off. But that's a good show to be a part of. And Yankees bash Hank. So now, Yankee thinks, if I go every day.
No. Hank bashed Yankee first.
Yeah, well, whichever way round. But then Yankees bashed a lot of other people first,
Oh, yeah.
No, but the way I see it, fuck the
here.
Yankee Marshal. Fuck
yeah.
I'm not.
Oh.
When I saw him bashing like Jaeger, that was just like banter going backwards and forwards.
Well,
but then when he bashed other channels, I just thought, well, fuck you, because I unsubscribed for him.
Yankee and Jaeger have a history of going back and forth at each other. And,
but that was more. It was more like banter when it was online, when they were talking, like when Jaeger was on about going to SHOT Show off. You see Yankee dragging that stupid case around, just kick it down the stairs or whatever. It's more like banter.
Fuck Jaeger too. Just fuck Jaeger.
No.
Jaeger's a god.
No.
He's not a god. He's just not Yankee.
He's not Yankee.
He's a hothead.
Richard and I know, James, so just chill.
Jaeger will have your Jaeger, if you're at the NRA show or anything and you get run over or anything like that outside, Jaeger will back you up and look after you. Because I've had Jaeger was the first person out of everybody I met that offered, like, if you get in trouble, like you get robbed or stabbed or run over or whatever, just make sure I know, because we'll make sure that you get looked after. So Jaeger comes across as
the
someone
shit he says
is
fucking stupid.
The thing about Jaeger is he has this personality online that's not the same as
it's not the same. And he gets accused of being drunk and everything. And I can tell you this now, he does not drink.
So his online
he doesn't drink at all.
Literally just the foot and mouth personality, and then offline he's really nice.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Right.
I mean,
I can believe that.
Meet him in person, have a chat with. When he had the parties at the NRA show, like on either a Friday night or a Saturday night, you go to that, and it's really a fabulous event where you meet all his staff and all the like his wife and Marilyn that does the office work and everything, and they're all good people, But he comes across online to some people that a bit too aggressive or whatever.
Yeah.
Or do it my way or don't do it at all. But then it's like at the moment they've had like a thing with like Warrior Poet Society, but they love each other to bits. You know, so that's just banter going backwards and forwards. You know.
Oh, yeah, Tony's showing how to get Jaeger's attention. Well, he knows Tony, so obviously, you know, and Tony's doing a video, he's got to just go and, you know.
I was doing it. This was an interview I was doing with these two guys at the NRA show, and Jaeger hears me over there, so he comes over. This is something nice that he's doing. Okay.
Okay.
He's just a nice guy, and you just have to.
He does a lot for other people as well. You know. He does help out a lot of people each year.
All right.
I just didn't like what he did with the Visca. All right, that's the only thing I like about that.
Yeah.
I mean, stop buying censor-made products, dude. Get something better, dude.
Aw, but I like my C308.
If you like supporting an RES-47 or a freaking Visca, get a better rifle.
No. I like my C308. I don't like my. I
No.
don't,
I'm talking about Jaeger. Like literally, he needs to update and get a better rifle. And that was all right. Come on.
What?
Rifle. He's got hundreds of rifles.
I'm sorry, but he's supporting a bad company. He's making cheap ass AKs.
He might have gotten a really good deal on that rifle. He might have gotten a good one. And
he got
might really
conned and scammed.
Well, he might have gotten conned and scammed out of that one, probably.
He's getting paid. He's getting hand-built guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, ones that are garbage.
Oh, good lord! They shoot. Good
All right,
lord.
I'm gonna end this poll because I think I think we've gotten everybody to answer it.
What poll was that? The still case ammo.
I voted.
Yeah, what?
Actually, speaking of ammo, what if we made 3D printed ammo?
People are trying that. People are trying to do.
There is plastic case ammo. I mean, there was someone who the other day, but it was like $10 a round, and I thought, well, no one's going to buy that. You know.
Yeah, no one's going to buy it.
It's got like a metal base, but the rest of it's like polymer.
We might have no other choice.
There is a type of ammo. It's called it's like a copper plastic alloy.
Yeah, and guerrilla ammunition. They've been experimenting with polymer case ammo.
Yeah.
They've been running it through like belt feds to see how how it's going to hold up.
Yeah, that stuff would work. But
it would be hard to mass produce ammo with 3D printers.
I mean, back in the UK, I mean, when I was on Soldier Plane in the 1980s, they had like plastic cased like blank ammunition.
Yeah.
But whether it'd be any good with a live round in it, I don't know.
No, don't know.
Well, it's the chamber that takes the pressure, not the case.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but over time, if
you can still get cracked cases. I mean, when the
chamber gets hot, is it going to melt in the chamber? When you get extraction problems and things like that,
I bet you a lot of that stuff is ran through open bolts to where it doesn't matter.
No, that's it. Yeah.
And the problem is most guns in the United States, minus the full autos on the registry, are closed bolts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only 62%.
All the new production ones, at least. Because I'm not aware of any new production open bolt gun.
No, there is none per ATF.
No. So, just one of the other things we have to deal with, So anybody got another topic they want to talk about? Anything other than, the stuff we've been going ragging on lately?
I'm surprised only 62% said yes.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I couldn't vote in that one, but, I was going to say yes.
Well, for me, it's since I've shot steel, like pistol ammo, it's probably been years and years and years. But of course, out of my 308 or anything like that, it's all steel because I have a roller to blade blowback.
Yeah, because doesn't matter even if you upgraded to the PTR Goose, you still got that fluted chamber, so you're not getting around of that. Because PTR is a little better quality than Century. I'll give you that. I give you that 100%.
You can reload that stuff. That's if you find it 90 feet away from you.
But the problem is with that kind of design of gun, it doesn't matter whether it was a C308 from Century or PTR 91 from PTR Industries. The problem is that chamber is still fluted no matter what.
Right, but you can reload that.
Yes, but the problem is after one or two loads, the case will start splitting because of the indents in the brass.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. A couple loads, you're done.
Yeah, you could. I'll give you this. You might be able to get one, maybe two good loads out of it, and then it's done.
I mean, honestly, though, how many people reload 7.62x39? I don't know anybody that does that.
Well, no. What we're talking about
we're talking 308.
Oh,
308.
Oh,
we're
at a
talking
bolt
308 through like an HK91, a PTR 91, and a C308, a 7.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question. I got a question. Can anybody legally and theoretically repeal Biden's actual ban?
The next president.
The next president.
Yeah, if it's been
you can't
if it's
do
executive, if it's executive order, it can only be the next president because that's the same as the.
You could lawsuit it.
I think the Congress or the Supreme Courts could override.
Yeah, they can.
Yes.
I think we got to get GOA and SCF on this because this is absolutely ridiculous what he just proposed.
Well, I can say that the GOA and the FPC will more than likely both be on it. The NRA probably just go, they jump on it when everybody
the
else.
NRA probably suggested it.
Remember, Trump did a ton of executive orders that some of the Supreme Court struck a couple of them down, saying he couldn't do that. They're going to have to do the same route for this.
Yeah. But this is what I'm being told with the flight ban that I've got to abide by at the moment. It can only be Biden that lifts the flight ban because it was Trump that signed it by his executive order in 220.
Well, you would have to sue him.
I've had the airlines because I've got like a lot of air miles and stuff saved up, and I've had the airline. I've been bombarded by freaking emails like, "Oh, come and book with us again," and I've sent them an email back saying, "Well, you need to message Biden to get the ban lifted, and I'll be straight back over." I said I've got money saved up to go. Ready to visit Tony or whatever.
No, come to Charleston, visit me.
Yeah.
No, Charleston's too big of a town. It's boring.
I wouldn't mind to visit Charleston because you've got the Civil War stuff there.
Yeah.
I've been to Charleston. It's pretty. As long
as you got Hooters and everything there as well.
Yeah, we still got one.
Good.
Savannah's nice too.
My wanker friend has let me down in the UK again, so we're not going.
What does that even
mean?
Go
to Twin Peaks. Go to Twin Peaks. It's much
Yeah, I like that as well. Yeah, that's even better. And Tilted Kilt have lost a few places, but they've still got a few around the States. That's a good one to go to as well.
The only one in
I've actually got dates in those places.
Columbia.
But then they find out, you've got to go back to the UK, and so they don't want to know, But if I'm staying there, even if I was in a different state, they want to meet up, It's like when I met that singer that was working in Hooters in Nashville. She wanted to meet up. And then
you can't be talking to girls now. That's not allowed.
And she said, as soon as you move over here, let me know, and I'll come and visit you. But since then, she's got a boyfriend and everything anyway, so it doesn't matter.
On SG Ammo, they only have the corrosive Yugo stuff.
Yeah.
But that's premium.
45 cents. 45 cents around. Or 43 cents around.
Yeah.
To me, I don't mind using corrosive ammo, but it's got to be cheap enough because you got to put your time in to clean your gun straight away afterwards.
Exactly.
You're supposed to clean it anyway.
Hot water.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to clean it anyway, but some guns, if you might get around. I'll go and get something to eat after I shoot, and then it gets forgotten about.
Yeah.
And like what I used to do here, Tony, like with my Mini 14 and my other ones. I used to take note of it every time I went to the range or whatever, and because I wanted to know how many rounds can I put through that gun before I get a problem, like it jams or whatever. So I wouldn't be able to do that project with corrosive ammo because you can't leave it. You can't just go a couple thousand rounds and just leave it in the cup.
I do. I deep clean my competition guns once a year. Yeah. Whenever they probably have 15 to 20,000 rounds through it.
Yeah, but that's what I like to do. Was I like to with anything I owned, like 22 Rimfire or anything. I like to run it until it got a jam. Then I'd take note of how many rounds did I put through it before I had a problem. Because then if it come down to a situation where it was a conflict zone or whatever, you don't have to sit there and clean your rifle all the time. You can say, right, I can do a few thousand rounds before I need to worry about it's going to have a problem.
That was one of the news stories they were showing. Like CNN was running before all of this hoopla. They were showing the Taliban sitting around cleaning their rifle. Their
They're M4s.
M44s. I mean, they're
M4s.
They're M4s and they're M16s.
Some of them had M44s.
AR-13.
Some of them had broomsticks.
Some of them had what do you call it? They had AR-14s.
Yeah, that's AR-13.
Some had infields as well.
They still use Enfield.
That's what I was joking about. Yeah.
That guy, that Chinese guy that lives in Texas, when he was in the army over there, he brought Martini Henry back off of one of them.
Yeah.
9-hole reviews. That's it. Their channel.
Oh,
9-hole. Yeah, 9-hole reviews, because he served in the army over there, and he got the paperwork done so he could bring it back into the country.
Have you met him?
No, I've only watched. I only found his channel a little while ago. I've only watched a few of his videos.
Right.
I don't watch them all. They get a bit sort of boring because it's like the same.
It is.
The video's exactly the same because he just shoots every rifle at exactly the same distance every time. Just some of them are interesting. It depends on what rifle.
He needs to have girls behind him pinching his butt while he's shooting.
Yeah, but when he brought that, when he did the video on that Martini Henry rifle, and he showed pictures of it when he was in Afghanistan, then he did the paperwork, and that was an interesting video to watch. And some of the others are like.
Have you been to Texas, Richard?
Yeah. I was in Dallas for that NRA show.
I was going to say that was the year it was in Dallas, wasn't it?
Yeah. You didn't go to that one.
No. I don't like that dry heat in Dallas.
It was all right.
Last time I was there, it was like 102 or something.
Yeah, I was staying right opposite
your
that.
Your shoes stuck to the tarmac.
I was staying right opposite that building where Oswald was when he shot Kennedy, and I thought, I'll close my curtains just in case there's any snipers.
This book suppository.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I went round it because I went over there and I didn't realise it was like a museum inside.
Did you go to the grassy knoll?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And there was some.
Did you go down in the sewer where the guy shot from the sewer?
No.
Yeah. Did you see that? There was.
We lost Warsaw. So Warsaw
and from the UFO as well.
I saw that one, Tony.
I didn't see the UFO sniper position either.
Oh, are you making fun of my conspiracy theory?
You know what? Speaking of conspiracy theories, I'm gonna make another poll.
I can't hear you from the dishes being rattled around.
All right, Tony. I've got a poll up just for you. Warsaw says at Night Strike I gotta head out. Sorry, y'all. Okay, we'll see you later, Warsaw.
Okay,
later, Warsaw.
Well, that's kind of. I'm going to say yes.
Tony,
I've seen several, and well, I mean, they were unidentified. I mean, yeah, it's easy to say you've seen a UFO.
I was in Phoenix. I saw the Phoenix lights.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was in Phoenix when the Phoenix lights thing happened.
There were people trying to debunk that as flares, which is ridiculous. But flares don't fly all the way across the state of Arizona.
My mom had friends who were working at the Air Force Base, and she called some of them, and they said, "Yeah, it's not us."
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't know why they call it
flares. Don't fly in formation either.
No, they don't.
Because flares, even when they fall, you could tell they're flares because of the smoke and stuff and the light.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You saw the lights in the sky; they were just there steadily.
Well, you can. I mean, I've seen flares before. You can tell they're burning.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're not. I mean, I've used different ones myself, but aircraft ones and that they don't fly halfway across Arizona.
No, they don't. They don't.
They fly all the way across Arizona.
Exactly.
I remember the first time they were trying to say they were flares, but they weren't thrown in the air. They said that they were like on the mountain behind the lights. There was a mountain, and that the people were positioned to make it look like it was a UFO light.
You saw the debunk. You saw the debunk. You know, the debunk video.
I mean,
you know.
those Chinese lanterns confuse a lot of people sometimes, because they've actually confused me one time, because someone let off some in town.
Chinese lanterns go up first and then come down.
Yeah, but
they don't start out in the air. You know.
No, but if there's no wind or anything, I mean, because I saw 3 of those before, like they were in sort of like a triangular formation, and I thought, holy shit, this is it. I've spotted that black triangle they're on about, you know.
I mean, we make Chinese lanterns and Cub Scouts, okay? Yeah. So you light them, they go up in the air first, and they usually burn out before they start coming back down.
Yeah.
They don't. You can tell. You can look at this stuff and see it. A normal person.
As it got towards me, one of the lanterns like lost formation, and then I realised, oh no, what I'm looking at is like these freaking lanterns. It was the first time I'd seen them like up close. But to start with, I thought, holy shit, this is it. That black triangle they keep on about, you know, and it's like, yeah.
Besides, Chinese lanterns don't make 90-degree turns either.
No, that's it.
No, they don't.
And fly 16,000 miles an hour. Anyway, I've believed in UFOs since I was a kid. I was always fascinated with it.
Yeah, me too. I believe in everything.
It's just a fun poll question out there for everyone.
The whole of the size of space, there's other people out there, whether they're coming here and doing whatever, then that's a different matter.
They come from the Crab Nebula.
Just a fun question. Yeah. Did those show up on radar? No, they didn't. Them Gabriel, the ones that the Phoenix lights did not show up on radar.
No.
Which is why my mom's friends that were in the Air Force told her. They told her it's like the weirdest thing is it's not showing up on radar.
But a lot of UFOs do show up on radar.
Some do.
That's how they clock them. You know,
some of them do. Some of them don't. That's
and also with the advancement of the technology of our sensors, like with the recent UAPs, we've got the FLIR and the, all that kind of stuff. I mean,
absolutely.
But it's like when I was at Boscombe Down, I left a couple of years before this crash of it was an American aircraft, one of the newer like stealth whatever, like Aurora project or whatever. And people went to the crash site to offer help, and not knowing what aircraft it was, how many people on board, and they got turned away, and then the whole area got sealed off. You know, it was all flown back to the States in like the C5 Galaxy, and there's people putting pressure on the government now to get that information released.
Stephen Dawkins out there said I married a UFO.
He married an alien.
He married an alien.
I think some of those UAPs that they're looking at now might be like scout ships.
Daniel says Night Strike loves Chinese lantern. Hashtag pocket of big China. No, I am not in the pocket of China. I'll tell you right now. If I was in the pocket of China, I would be twice as rich as I am right now. Unless, Daniel, you're saying you were part of the Chinese government.
So that means you have $2 to your name?
That means I'd have more than $2 to my name. If I was in the pocket of big China, I'd have like thousands of dollars in my name. I tell you, man. I don't. I wish I did. Okay, who's doing SOSs on Telegraph?
Someone's arming a bomb.
Chinese microwave.
Chinese microwave.
Sending signals back
I'm
to
making
Beijing.
dinner. Shut up.
All right, I'm gonna mute you, Foos.
No, I'm not in that room anymore.
Like he's trying to program a VCR.
Yeah, he's sending signals back to China.
He's sending signals back to the motherland.
No, it's to Russia. Damn it! That's why I have all the 7 and 6.
Fifth communist.
Right. Yeah, you gotta telegraph back to the motherland. They found out. Quick, cut it off.
They found out about the UFOs.
It's like UFOs.
You know what we should start doing on Friday Night Strike? Just have like a science corner, and once a week somebody has to bring a paper. And this is the coolest one I've read on this. It deals with the structure of the universe, and 90% of the universe is what, dark matter or some matter that we haven't identified yet. Now here's that graph I was looking for. 74%, right? So I was reading this paper And I get down here to page, and it's talking about the structure of the universe. You notice how, have you ever seen the map of the universe where it's got these clusters, of dark matter or whatever? And then they show this diagram, a bubble thing. And they come down here, look at this. That's a cross section of the way our galaxies are clustered. Those yellow areas are where the galaxies are.
Yeah, but
it's a cell.
Can't they technically make dark matter using a particle collider or something like that?
But here's what's interesting. When I was a beekeeper, I wrote this little article for one of my websites. When I was a beekeeper, look at that. I took a picture of the honeycomb. It's the same shape. A honeycomb is the same shape.
Yeah. So what we are is we are a part of a honeycomb in another universe.
That's one theory, right? That we're just a small organism.
We are going to be eaten on someone's piece of bread and jelly.
Yeah, like when you see the galaxy in that Men in Black film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
It's interesting.
Orion's belt.
Yeah.
This is when you get my age. This is how you keep from getting Alzheimer's. You keep reading stuff like this to test your mind. See.
Okay.
And if you don't, your mind goes numb.
My mind's already numb, so.
Your numb mind never was nothing but numb.
Foo, shut up.
Well, mine isn't better. I gave you a freaking AK with my name on it.
Yeah, I know. Yours isn't any better. I love that AK, by the way.
It's a good AK.
It is. It is.
Why don't you build that? Why don't you build my AK for me? I got that kit from G-Webs like 10 years ago, and I still haven't put it together. And I was getting ready to move again, and I found the receiver. So,
I was gonna ask you about that, Tony. I mean, either I can build it for you or I can buy it off you. One of the two.
I don't. Yeah, I got rid of my press.
That's why I don't want to buy. I got a shop full of crap that I don't ever use, and I don't want to buy a press and then it just be sitting there taking up space.
Yeah, I mean, you could buy it for about $150 from
Harbor Freight. Yeah, I was going to buy one, and then I thought, no, I'll just have to.
Harbor Freight.
It'll take me forever to do it. It's just going to be a project, a never-ending thing.
Yeah. It actually.
Then I'll take it to the range, and it won't be right. I'll have to,
Yes.
Yep,
so
mess with it again.
That's actually pulled apart because whenever I assembled it, it's out of headspace a little bit because of me, not the way the hit was. But
see, I have to be careful because I have a tendency to take a sledgehammer to things that don't work. So,
Tony, I have that problem too.
Jeremy Clarkson Engineering.
Just cling, cling. They think you know how to work. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy.
Yeah, out of headspace, no big deal. Take a sledgehammer. Boom.
well,
Take the flash hider off. Boom.
I already had the cross pin through, so it yeah.
You just need to get a bigger sledgehammer.
Yeah.
No, I need to get a bigger cross pin.
Daniel's doubling down on the whole in the pocket of Big China. I'm really not.
Who's in the
really not.
Why is Daniel being mean? He usually donates money.
No, he's doubling down on the whole, But Daniel says you didn't need a press. Just drive the barrel with a mallet and use the bolt cutter's rivet tool. Well, no.
You think you can get it in there like that? I don't think you can get it in.
I mean, did you use a press or did you use the tabletop kit?
Well, the issue with using just the hammer to do that is you can end up bending and warping your barrel.
Yeah.
If you do that, then you're
going to be aiming high or low. You're going to be be using Kentucky windage all the time.
No, with Booster's rifle, I have to do Kentucky windage anyway.
It's on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I'm good at 50 yards with it. That's all I really need. I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I'm gonna shoot any further than 100 yards with that rifle, anyways. Right?
What are the little? Is it AR-10? What's the little? No, it's AR-7. What's the little? The survival AR-7.
AR-7, yeah.
AR-7. I swear mine is like that. I'll put it together, and I have to kind of aim a little to the left to get it to shoot. You can't adjust the sights far enough to make it work.
Is that the Henry? Is that the Henry one, Tony?
Yeah, but it's not the original. It's
the original ones are different.
The
original ones were quite good because they had them in different calibers as well.
Yeah,
they weren't just in 22.
Oh, really? How do you not know that? Well, cool.
And the magazines suck on them too.
They were starting 410.
410. That must have been what, single shot?
Yeah, it was single shot.
Yeah.
But that one they had in that James Bond film with Sean Connery, I mean, that was AR-7, but they didn't tell you that in the film. They just said it was something else.
Was it like a break open 410?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say you didn't have to unscrew the barrel every time.
No. It was more of an over under.
You'd be like, I'm reloading.
410 and 22.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a couple of different types of those. There's also an Israeli version as well. I've seen a couple of them online. I think they still issue them to some of their pilots.
All right.
Cool.
And as soon as this chicken's done,
Bruce is eating chicken.
Yeah.
Bruce is making
chicken, potatoes, and zucchini.
Nice.
Gonna make a honey apricot topping for the chicken. Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
What time zone are you in?
Central. It's almost 9. The girlfriend had to stay to work late, so I told her I'd have a dinner ready for when she got home.
Okay.
That's
Bowl of
nice,
cereal. A bowl of cereal, right? Before the
Yeah, she's your girlfriend.
I got dinner.
Yeah, she had skating this morning at 6 a.m. and then she had to go to work. And then they started the first week of school.
You need to marry her and not have to do that stuff anymore for her. So you're just trying to impress her right now since she's your girlfriend.
No, I cook way more than she does. I'm a much better cook than she is.
That's usually the way it works out nowadays.
She's
not listening to
she's awesome, but she's about 110 pounds. She doesn't most of her stuff is like chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets, Tyson chicken patties.
Yeah.
Hamburgers.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyson chicken patties rock, dude.
Yep.
What do you mean eat? What do they eat? Are they mashed up and then formed into patties? What do you mean chicken patties?
Yeah,
Daniel,
Tyson
it's
chicken
going.
patties.
That's all
Is it
I
like Spam or something?
No.
All right. We got a comment from Snake Doctor 78 saying, "So most recently, about 3 in the afternoon, me and my wife were sitting in the deck. I saw what looked like a plane, but had no contrail. Then it turned and shot straight up. It totally freaked me out." Snake Doctor 78 saw a UFO today.
UFO.
Yay. On Showtime, there's a documentary show talking about UFOs, man. It's pretty cool.
Hey, man, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that happen in our day-to-day lives that we, probably don't pay much attention to. There's probably UFOs all the damn time. People don't even recognize.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's into UFOs. I mean, he told me that one time he was at we're at a friend's barbecue, when I was a little kid and stuff, and he said that he was out there, they were close to a Resaca, a lake. And then he said that he saw a little light on the sky and stuff, as they were talking, they were just like checking out the sky because they were drinking and stuff in it. And my dad swore that he saw one light, one star just flashed like a strobe, and he just took off straight in the sky.
M. Gabriel says he's out. Night all.
Later, M. Gabriel.
Later, M. Gabriel.
Yeah. So that's what got my dad to UFOs, man. I mean,
when I retire, I'm going to tell my UFO story, but I'm not going to tell it until I get out of business because people think I'm crazy.
Well,
Too late, Tony.
it's too late, Tony. Tony, we've seen your YouTube channel. It's too late, baby. Though we know you really did try to make it.
I'm talking about my construction business. I'm talking about the AT drafting.
Well, it's when you start designing homes that look like UFOs, then the people think a bit crazy.
Then people find out. Then you know.
Yeah.
But you know
What's this?
Secretly, I try to make them look like spaceports.
Oh, so you want the UFOs to dock? All right.
Yeah.
With the Chinese invade.
No, he actually builds the spaceships.
Oh,
In my
talking about
basement.
the Denver airport, man.
you know,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
he's like the North Korean leader in the Iron Sky movies. Our great leader built the ships with his hand.
Iron Sky, that was
Like,
a good movie.
sit
man.
down, North
OSB and construction adhesive.
Well, that one in The Simpsons was good as well when they had the leader.
Yeah.
It was a bicycle powered.
Remember that? That was great. Oh,
Right,
boy.
Flying Rich is here. Has he crashed a UFO?
Well, he
Flying
might
Rich
have
might have-
crashed a UFO. He might.
He might have probably crashed into one.
Yeah.
Must be he shot one down.
He crashed into everything else.
Well, you know, he was flying his plane out of nowhere, and then
Then
you
a
know,
UFO.
out of nowhere, this house jumped right out in front of him, and you know, the story of that one.
Chinese
Hey,
UFO.
I really just want to let you know I've actually been in a UFO.
Oh no.
Okay, I have to
in a
ask.
plane you couldn't identify.
You know what the question's gonna ask.
Rich, after you were in the UFO,
did they probe you?
yeah, after the UFO, the next morning, did your bum hurt?
Well, I was flying the UFO, and then I identified myself to air traffic control.
Is this when you were?
Oh,
Oh, see, they didn't know who you were.
oh.
It wasn't when you smoked crack with Hunter Biden then.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't talk.
I see where this is going.
Hey, just because I've hung out with Hunter Biden for a decade or two doesn't mean I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, that's why your hair
No,
fell
it
out. You
just-
smoked too much crack.
It just means you have your perceptions are off.
He couldn't tell what's the difference between what was that? Oh shit! What the hell do you snort? Anything and everything.
That's exactly what he said. I couldn't tell between between
Parmesan
what I was
cheese.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for that.
You supplied the Parmesan cheese.
Yeah,
because you ordered pizza earlier than.
He made a lot of money. He made a lot of money selling that Parmesan.
Did you haul his artwork around to you?
So actually,
there's our Chinese connection.
There it is.
this will be the first public announcement of it. It's not on Black Swan Tactical yet, but there will be squadron patches going out.
Uh-oh.
I'm still waiting for your squadron shirt to turn up. I thought it was going to turn up today because it's telling me it's in the UK.
Oh, cool.
On the tracker, but it may be early next week. I'll have to check the tracker like tomorrow or something.
Okay.
And Rich,
Well, Saturday now.
Flying Rich has promised me that these patches are 100% crash proof.
Are they made from asbestos?
So, Rich, do you fly? Do you fly commercially, professionally?
No, it's just private. I'm a 1,000-hour instrument-rated pilot, so single-engine land.
But if you follow his YouTube channel, he has many exploits that he talks about, and that's one of them. But
who was that guy I used to watch? Had the Bush plane. What was his name?
We tease him all the time.
Have you ever flown one of the Bush planes that can stop on a dime, take off on 50 feet?
No, but you got to realize there's different classes of pilots, and so the snob class of pilots will say that friends don't let friends fly lawn furniture.
That's experimental shit.
I sense a bit of jealousy there. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Look, it's first off, the airplanes. I have like 400 hours in Cessnas and 600 hours in Canards, which are experimental. Each plane has its purpose. My plane is highly agile and very economical to fly fast. So it's a completely different mission than something like a bush plane would fly. We're kind of like talking, Porsches versus dump trucks, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So these guys, you got to realize Alaska has nearly no roads. So almost everybody in Alaska has flown in a plane at one time. If you look at their population. And or they're dependent upon supplies getting in by plane.
Literally anywhere. Rich, does that mean you can literally land anywhere in Alaska?
I've seen them land those bush planes in little sandbars and beside the rivers.
Yeah.
Because they have them in Australia. They land all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Alaska is now I could be wrong on this, but the FAA regulations for the lower 48 states, Hawaii and Alaska might be different. I know Alaska is. You can't carry anything external on your airplane in the lower 48. But in Alaska, basically, if you think it's okay to strap it on the outside of your plane, you can fly with it.
Yeah.
I guess only the military can strap stuff on the outside of the plane.
Oh boy!
So you can't have fuel tanks or anything like that?
Well, yeah. So there's my plane or the design of my plane. They'll put hard points in the wings, and you can have external either storage or fuel tanks, and they look like bomb pods actually.
Yeah.
So when I get, I'm working on selling my house in New York, so I won't be poor rich anymore. And when I get my plane put back together, and probably the first purchase I'm going to be making is I'm going to be getting a 50 cal from Safety Harbor Firearms. And I don't know if I can carry it in the plane, but I might make a hard point to mount it under the wing.
You might flip the plane.
You're gonna be the guy from Independence Day, Sorry, Mr. President.
You'll just have to rig up a little string to the trigger.
I'm packing.
Like, hello, boys, I'm back.
You can fly supplies into the Northern Alliance in Afghanistan.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. I didn't see that one. Neither did they in Afghanistan either.
Well, it's funny. I was looking at the distance. Most of the country of Afghanistan, or like to dead center from the Persian Gulf to Afghanistan. Or no, I'm sorry. It's the Mediterranean. Is it the Mediterranean to Afghanistan? It's only like 500 miles. I'm shocked at how short it is. But you got to overfly Pakistan.
Yeah, that's the problem. When they tried to kill Bin Laden before with cruise missiles, they got overfly rights from Pakistan, and then some wanker in Pakistan told Bin Laden, so then he ran off, and then the cruise missiles hit, an empty camp.
Right.
That's what pisses me off. Pakistan pretends to be our friend when they choose to.
And imagine that the cruise missiles flying that slow that you can actually get out of the way.
Well, yeah, they can, because you got enough time. They phoned up Bin Laden on his satellite phone, and he does the bump. But that's what annoys me about Pakistan. They're like a frenemy, what they call a frenemy. So they're your friend 1 minute and your enemy the next. And
we got another comment out there from Snake Doctor 78 saying, "Yeah, when I was watching what I thought was a plane, it looked kind of like an arrowhead. That's what drew my attention at first. Then I was like, where's the contrail?"
Well, that new
then
drone
it went
they
straight
use.
up.
Yeah, that new drone they use in the TARDIS or whatever it's called. It's like the shape of a B2, but it's like obviously a lot smaller.
Whoa. Did you say TARDIS?
Yeah, I think it's not TARDIS is in Doctor Who. It's
okay.
Spelled differently.
Because I'll tell you what.
It looks like a police
call box. would be a UFO.
Yeah. But that stealth drone looks like a miniature B2, and it can carry. Apparently, they're working on it so it can carry a payload. So it won't just be used for surveillance.
Flying Rich, Think Dr. 78 asks, have you ever flown one of those paragliders?
Yeah, I refer back to the prior comment. Friends don't let friends fly lawn furniture.
Okay. All right. So his answer is no.
Actually, his answer is yes. Because do you have any friends?
Ooh, Foos, hard. Stick Dr. 78 says he saw one of those paragliders last year, probably a COVID purpose. I wouldn't be surprised. They're not that much.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to end the poll now.
Well, I just dropped in to say hi. I'm about to click print and print some evil.
Good luck.
And I've got about like 60 or 70 hours worth of evil printing to do.
What are you printing, memoirs?
Well, that too. I was gonna print them in like tablets, so it looks like the 10 Commandments. But
I have this.
It's illegal to print money, you know that.
I love that one. 15, 10 Commandments. I gotta rewatch that. Is History of the World still funny?
It is, yes.
I definitely got to watch that again.
Well, I mean,
it'll always be
part
funny.
1 is much better than part 2.
Yeah.
Well, was there a part 2?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's why it was better.
Yeah, alrighty. Because there was a rumor for a very long time that there was going to be a part 2.
That was part of the joke.
They said the same thing about Spaceballs, and that never happened.
Yes.
You know, the quest for more money.
Unfortunately, I don't know if you know, as funny as Mel Brooks is, he's a commie.
Yeah, sadly.
And you would think it'd be the other way because
nobody's perfect.
Same as that other Schumer unit. Yeah.
But with Mel Brooks, he can't get away with all the jokes in the movies he did in the past.
Oh Lord!
Because people are too. As Tony said earlier, people are too damn sensitive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's like when they were saying like, "Oh, we got to ban Gone with the Wind." I was like, "Why?"
Whoa.
And a mockingbird as well, to kill a mockingbird.
And Gone with the Wind, South Carolina will rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some areas that they did, and you know, it's kind of like, for what? It's a movie, dude. It's like at that time period, you know. I mean, geez, it's like they're trying to like erase history, so it's like we don't know what the heck happened, you know. It's like,
all right,
but it's like Blazing Saddles. I mean, I know.
My.
And you can't make that movie today either.
Any person of color that's seen that I know, they all think it's hilarious. No one's ever been offended by it.
All I gotta say is, not enough of us have a pair between our legs, and we're really spawning a generation of frickin' pansies.
Yeah.
You should have been here earlier when I was fighting this battle with practically the whole crew of this show.
Yeah, I grew up riding bikes, jumping everything I could make a ramp out of without a helmet. You know, no elbow pads, knee pads, sometimes shoes. And then I spent 2 decades drunk hanging out with Hunter Biden.
Yeah, well, works out your life.
And look how I turned out.
Yeah, right.
But
did you really hang out with him, or was that a joke?
Tony's getting suspicious now that you might be working for
I'm sure we've probably been drunk at the same places at the same time.
I don't know you well enough to know if you're joking or not. That's why I'm asking.
He's joking.
Yeah.
What was the name of that Aunt Jemima they were going to change it to?
Oh yeah, Butterworth, isn't it?
No, that's another one. Yeah.
But there's there's also they want to change
Uncle
the name
Ben's.
of Uncle Ben's Rice.
Jeez.
Uncle Ben's Rice, man. I thought that was dumb.
And they literally asked the guy who was named Uncle Ben if they can name it after him, and he said yes, go ahead.
Yeah,
And he
they've
made a lot of
already
money.
done it.
And he
'cause I
even
buy
got
it,
money off of the royalties on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Uncle Ben and his family don't care.
All of these, Aunt Jemima, same story with Aunt Jemima. All of these were honoring people that worked hard. There were people of color that worked hard in, cooking or baking or whatever.
And made good
And they had
product.
it. Yeah. Unbelievable. People are so knee-jerk, oversensitive on things. I'm going to say a word, and it's not going to mean what your first impulse is. The word is niggardly. And it has nothing to do with anybody that would be SJW losing their mind.
I still wouldn't say it.
Right, I wouldn't say it, but look, there's words out there. There's things. So let's roll back. One of the laws in Judaism is not to do something that looks wrong, even though it's correct. Not to do something that looks wrong. So the example that I use is, and I don't know why these things are so, but like you can't eat a cheeseburger. Eating a cheeseburger is wrong because the rule in Judaism is you can't see the child in the milk of the mother. I have no idea why, but based on that rule, it would be perfectly okay to have like chicken cordon bleu, chicken and cheese, because there's no milk from a chicken. But because the other Jewish law, now there's many of them, says that you shouldn't even do something that looks wrong, you shouldn't even have chicken cordon bleu, because somebody might mistake you as doing something wrong. So again, I think that's good advice, good biblical advice for, hey, if using a word like that isn't wrong, but smooth brains out there might perceive it as wrong.
What does it say about like conspiracies about trying to control the world, that kind of stuff?
Judaism also follows the Old Testament. Doesn't
Right.
the Old Testament also say, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a limb for a limb?
I think that I've heard that mentioned, and I've heard that it's misquoted. I think a lot of people can screw that wrong.
Well, it's referencing revenge, obviously.
Yeah, no, I know the text is in there, but I think the lesson is something different than what people say it is.
Yeah. But it's the same with Bin Laden and that, when he said, I'm going to raise a jihad against the United States. If you actually read what a jihad is, it's not anything that Bin Laden did, like flying the plane to New York and all the other bombings and rubbish.
The Bible verse thing, what we were always taught, I grew up in the Baptist church. It was always, it was more about like, if your eye, if it offends, if your hand offends you, remove it. It's not that other people, right? I guess it's more about self control or self determination, than it is like giving government permission to cut your hand off if you steal something.
I don't know. That sounds more like self-mutilation.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember that we had.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying it sounds like self-mutilation.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. I think Rich is right. It's not the verse is taken out of context.
A lot of things are taken out of context these days. That's the problem.
So anyhow, I'm just kind of crashing into your stream. I was just going to let you guys know that there will be squadron patches, and Richard, I'll make sure you get one.
They are crash-proof.
They're crash-proof squadron patches. And I am printing. I just clicked print right now on one of my printers. I got to finish building another printer. I am printing a Glock 34 bullpup.
Oh, you're 3D printing. Tony knows about that.
I wore mine out, man.
So because of part scarcities, a number of companies got together and got me all the parts, and I finally have everything I need to put it together.
Nice.
I was printing the Liberator back in the day when Cody, when he first brought, but I was always one thing I caught in the picture was that, and this happened to mine, is that the force of the broke the trigger. If you go back and look at the original, one of the first parts I printed was the trigger mechanism with the spring, the trigger.
Mhm.
If you go back and look at one of his photographs that he has like highly published, you can actually see where the trigger's actually cracked or broken, and it's kind of funny. But I converted mine to a 22 caliber. I was going to shoot the powerless Calibri through it. Because I figured that was the only force that the ABS or the plastic could take at the time.
The Libre might have been better, actually. Now I think about it.
I got it halfway, and then we were all sent letters to say stop doing that, or you'll be put in federal prison.
Yeah.
So,
Come and get me, copper.
so I stopped.
Rich, as you're in Florida, have you seen any gun news in Florida today? Because there was someone.
No.
Right, there is. If you check the GOA and FPC on Twitter, there is some Florida gun news today.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it's to do with that Nikki Fried or whatever, because she's saying
Jesus.
For too long the NRA have controlled and blah 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 what's going on in Florida. She's trying to do something. I didn't read all of it. I just shared it out very quickly while I jumped on there when I got in there when I got home today to check my email, and then I went to sleep.
Nikki Fried is going to be nobody in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, are you reading any of the messages I'm sending you on Twitter? Because
on Twitter,
yeah, I'll directly send it to you after this.
No, I've.
Because I have sent you a few messages. But,
okay, yeah, I barely use Twitter. I mean, hey, you text me, you email me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I see your texts and your emails. I like I said, I barely log on Twitter. Barely log on Facebook either.
Hey, Rich, what's that printer you're using for the?
So, I've got 2 Ender 3s. I haven't finished putting the second one together.
Reality,
and I've got a highly modified ANET AA.
What's the printer? What's the 3D printer? Who makes it?
Oh,
Reality.
so yeah, Ender. I'm
Ender.
sorry, not Ender. It's what the hell is the name of the company? It's Ender 3 is the one. I mean, that's what I recommend for people to get.
Because I had, mine was that old solid doodle, that I had to build when it first came out. And
yeah, I've got an ANET, which it takes like about 8 hours to build. It's a real pain in the butt, but at least you know everything about the printer.
Solid Doodle gave me mine to make videos about it, and this
cool.
was what's this 10 years ago? I don't know how many years ago was it, and but they didn't send it. That's when you got them in parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how you
took
do it.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ender
really?
3 takes about 3 hours to build, and it's pretty much just a couple of screws here and there.
So
back in those days, they were hard to sort of calibrate, and you had to play with the print beds to get them to stick, to get things to stick to the print bed. I had to put the painter's tape on the print bed sometimes to get it to stick.
So what program are you using, Rich, for this Glock bullpup? Is it something from that Vietnamese guy?
No. So, the STL files I got from Control Pew.
Yeah, I was thinking Control Q, all that. Vin, I can't remember how you pronounce his second name. But Vin.
Yeah, Vin. Nice guy. I met him over at Iraq Veteran.
Yeah, I know.
What was the name of that?
I found him on Twitter.
I was producing my STL files in SketchUp, but you had to take. There was a cloud-based software. I forgot what it's called, but it would clean them up because you couldn't just. It was hard to print them. There would be too many little weird things if you didn't clean the STL file up.
I don't know. Your experience with 3D printers is predating mine. So.
Well, back in the day, if you produced an STL file out of like a CAD program, it wasn't clean enough. It had all these little weird bits of code in it when it would convert it, to the.
This comes to my next question because I don't 3D print anymore either. I got rid of my printer and I'm thinking about getting another one. Rich, which CAD program would you recommend people use?
All right, so your guys are all going to laugh at me and feel free. I've been using Tinkercad, which is online.
There's nothing wrong with Tinkercad.
There's nothing wrong with that.
They're associated with Grab, right? You mean a lot of people use Tinkercad, from what I understand.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're associated with AutoCAD.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I'm hitting some limits on it. Too many edges and faces on some things that I'm doing.
The reason I was bringing that up is because if you look into that cloud-based file cleaning, you can upload the file to the cloud and it would clean it for you. It might take 3 or 4 hours.
So are you suggesting I should upload to the cloud all of my firearms?
No.
Your STL.
Just checking.
Well, they don't know what you're not going to name it Glock 19. You're going to name it STL 40 or something.
He might name it Flying Rich.
STL G40. G36. STL G30. Naming something, they don't know what it is. This is done by an algorithm. They don't, right? I mean,
well, you could have it because it's like a Glock bullpup. You can have it as a Flying Rich survival gun for your.
They just run it through an algorithm that cleans up the G code. Is all they're doing.
Put under your seat of your plane, like
with an arm brace.
Yeah,
because from the STL file it goes into a G code.
Right.
Which is actually
so printer. I don't know anybody using currently a cloud service. Right now, everybody. Typically, what people use for a slicer is Cura. So I may throw things in Tinkercad and just adjust them a little bit, customizing. Right. Most everything I find online, I'll make some adjustments. Or if I'm creating something completely original, I may grab like a pick rail online, download it, make some modifications to it.
I used to use FreeCAD a lot. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah. Yep.
I use
NetFab is what it was.
You use
NetFab. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I just looked it up.
The setup that I have here, I'm actually using Raspberry Pis as a print server, and it has a webcam attached to it, and I have an AI running on my cloud, my home cloud, that is. And the AI watches the print and makes sure it comes out correctly. And it'll pause it and notify me if there's a problem.
All right. Daniel out there says Fusion 360 is cloud-based.
Yeah, I mean, if you have some skills, Fusion 360 is what you should use. I have no skills.
Yeah, I don't have any skills either. That's why I use FreeCAD.
Here's Craft Cloud. It'll upload your STL file and it'll repair it. Because this happens. I had it happen on several of my prints where if you just go straight from like AutoCAD or SketchUp right into the G code, sometimes you'll get a little weird, especially the support structure and all that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. All of the new Cura, the newer versions of Cura, they give you a lot of great options now. So the ability to do tree supports, so the stuff isn't attached to where you want a finished edge, and it'll grow up from the build plate and around, and it makes things so much easier. So things have changed dramatically. So you're pretty much going to relearn everything you knew.
Oh, I think it would be one of those things where I wouldn't know anything now if I restarted.
Yeah, you're probably better off watching a couple of videos, seeing how people are doing it.
Here's a question for you. Well, it's not to do with printing, but I've just spotted something on Flight Radar. Do you know where the Harris is at the moment?
Well, typically you can find that.
I've just got an aircraft coming over the UK at the moment. It's Boeing C-40C, whatever that is. It looks like basically a baby Air Force One with a color scheme. It's the blue and the white with United States of America written down the side. It's like a baby Air Force One. I just wondered if that was the VP. It's left. Obviously, it's come over from the US because it's just left Ireland, and it's right over the center of the UK at the moment.
Could be.
Yeah,
could be. Nobody's seen her in 2 days.
I know. They were saying she's going to go to visit Vietnam, but whoever this is, going somewhere.
Yeah, the Vietnam sounds like a cover story to me.
Yeah, that's part of the shit. I mean, what can they do? If they're just giving Afghanistan to the Chinese, so like the Chinese want Vietnam anyway. So America now saying they're going to back back Vietnam is just another crock of shit.
Maybe the plane got lost and she's actually on her way to Mexico to deal with the border situation.
Yeah, whereas it's heading over the UK into Europe. So, but
that's where Mexico is, right?
Spar 18 is the aircraft name if you find it at all. See,
this is how I actually came across Tony's first videos. It's because I was looking for stuff for because I had gotten a 3D printer and I was looking at all these 3D printing on because the gun stuff. I thought that was super freaking interesting, so I started playing with that stuff. And I came across Tony's videos and Tony was making a knife out of one of them, and
that's the crazy one that has like over 8 million views, which I still can't understand.
Did you do the arrowheads as well, Tony, or was that someone else?
Oh, no, I did the arrow. I actually shot. Yeah, I shot the arrowheads that were really awesome there.
Right. Yeah, I'm remembering watching that.
Yeah, those are pretty cool too.
Stupid commercials.
Yeah, I'm not even getting paid for this.
See, I used to put like a resin slurry on my print bed to make them stick. That's what all that white stuff is. You would take.
If you say so.
Well, it worked.
I used double-sided tape. That was just me.
Well, I got to where I was using painter's tape because it was easier to do. But I actually shot these, and they actually worked pretty good.
Oh, very cool.
Hey, what do you use, Rich? Do you have a heated bed?
Yeah, the Ender 3 has a heated bed. If you guys are going to get into printing again, just get an Ender 3. Go to Amazon, use my affiliate link.
No.
So there. Is this it?
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
They're not that expensive. Mine was like
hell no.
Mine was like $300 or $400 whenever it was.
Oh yeah.
What in the world? How much was the solid doodle when it was? I wonder if I don't remember.
3D
I never even heard of solid doodle.
Operation.
Oh my gosh! I have a collector's item.
You have a collector's item. Go sell that on eBay.
Right.
Right.
Huh. Wow. Yeah. Why wouldn't people get into 3D printing now? Man.
Oh hell yeah!
I have like a box. I have like 9 rolls of. ABS. They're all different colors.
That's another thing. Filament. Rich, are you using
filament? Thank you.
Are you using normal ABS or are you using PLA?
Using PLA.
Okay, PLA.
Yeah, typically I'll print PLA or PETG, but realistically, PETG is stronger, but it's more brittle.
Right.
So typically, guys that are printing firearms are using PLA plus.
Okay. Because I had thought about getting some of that. If I was going to get back into 3D printing, getting like a heated extruder on the 3D printer and getting some of that stronger stuff. Where it's nylon impregnated or what was it? Carbon fiber impregnated.
Right. So Thomas Sandelator has done a lot of videos on those kinds of things, and he found that the fiber impregnated, when the filament is no stronger.
Okay.
I would definitely take a look at his videos where he does all the strength tests on these different filaments, and they're no stronger at all.
Okay, cool.
This was my nuclear bomb that I printed.
Shh, you can't say that.
You can't say that.
Oh.
Well, at least someone's got one, because that's what Biden said you would need.
Yeah. Can you print that 15 next?
Yeah, get my F-15 on there, okay?
3D printed it.
Oh my god, that's good stuff. Well, at least you did it, Tony.
Looks like a butt plug.
And how do you know what they look like, Richard?
I was in the video. I was saying I was that. What was I saying? I was kidding around like I was going to put plutonium in the middle, like I was going to stop the print at some point and embed that 9mm slug or something.
Yeah.
But then I realized that's not practical.
You could fill the middle of it with tannerite or something, and then you could then drop it out of Richard's plane.
Now you got me all excited about starting again. I don't know. I probably have snorted too much plastic.
The arrowhead video and the knife video, I saw those. So that was a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, why did you get good views?
Yeah. Didn't you 3D print a house as well?
Well, the company's doing it out of concrete.
Yeah, no. What I mean is like a miniature one, Tony. Didn't you print one of your designs?
No, I printed my 3D logo, the Artisan A.
No, it must have been another video I watched where someone, like it was an architect, and they printed one of their the houses that they had designed.
Yeah, I saw that.
Stinking commercials.
Yeah, I know. Right?
See, I got that wooden one. I made that one out of.
Yeah.
Why is it doing that
Buffering.
crap? That's that wooden one I built right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's but I had see those problems you would have sometimes with the solid doodle, and I think this is probably the file. Maybe I didn't clean it or something. You'd get little,
It's a flashing or whatever.
And you'd also get this where if the print, if it didn't print just right, your layering wouldn't be, solid or stick together well. But but yeah, that was a bunch of fun.
Well, we're gonna get out of here because I got a question for Rich, but I don't want to ask him on air. So we're gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Take it easy, and we'll see you guys on the next one. So if you see Flying Rich go online, check him out. Check Artisan Tony out. If Artisan Tony does something, if Richard, if you decide to do stuff, check Richard out.
Yeah.
And, George will be with us next time we do something live, anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. When are you next going live?
We're going live next, probably Tuesday night, 9:00.
Right.
Eastern.
Yeah, I'm on early shift. I'm on early shift next week, so I might not be able to stay up. But if I do, I'll be here.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Catch the replay.
But I'll probably get some sleep in the afternoon, and then I'll stay up for a bit.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy, and shall not be infringed.
Yeah.
And George, you still awake? No, George fell asleep. So I'll say this for George: "Vaya con Dios, mi amigos," and
where's your sound effect? Where's your sound effects button?
Where's my sound effect?
You know the one. You know the one.
All I got is this.
Oh, I thought you had the guy talking the other day, Biden or whatever.
Oh, you want Biden? Okay.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He was. He was. He certainly was. And just for extra.
Come on, man.
There we go.
You're gonna get in trouble for playing that bump stock one.
Yeah, right. Anyways, we'll see you later, guys.